I'm Jeff Matlow. Welcome to the best leadership podcast ever. I hope you're having a great day. And you know what would make this an even better day? Is if you go subscribe to my newsletter, thebestleadershipnewsletter.com. Because once you start reading it, your day is going to be awesome. Oh, and click subscribe to this podcast too, if you want to be awesomer. Today I want to talk about micromanagement. Now, hold on a second. I know you're not a micromanager. Of course you're not. Don't be silly. But since you're here anyway, you might as well listen to this. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two about your colleagues, because I know for a fact that some of them are micromanagers. How do I know? Because 79% of employees say they've been micromanaged. And in fact, half of those people have quit a job because of it. That means there are a hell of a lot of micromanaging managers out there. But not you. You're definitely not a micromanager, right? When I ask leaders if they micromanage, they inevitably say no. They tell me they're just detail-oriented, or they say they have high standards. And I believe them. After all, who am I to question your self-assessment? Because when you're working 80-hour weeks while your team is working 40, that's not micromanagement. That's just you being thorough. And when you can't let any presentation go to the client or be emailed without personally reviewing every slide, that isn't because of control issues. That's simply professionalism, isn't it? And when your team waits for your approval on decisions that they should be making on their own, that's not because you've trained them to be dependent. Don't be silly. It's because they respect your expertise. See? No micromanagement at all. You know, the reason you're so confident you're not a micromanager is probably because you have the wrong image in your head. You probably think micromanagement is a boss hovering over someone's shoulder, watching them do their work and correcting every move they make. Wait a minute, what's that? Oh, it's 1990 calling, and they want their definition of micromanagement back. So you'll have to excuse the shaking of my head when you tell me that you don't stand over anyone's shoulders and assure me that you definitely let them do their work. Sure you do. You let them do their work. And then you redo it yourself because it's not quite right. That's completely different from hovering. Totally. You know what? Let me know if this scenario sounds familiar to you. You let your team spend weeks on a proposal. Now, you approve the direction ahead of time. You all agreed on the strategy and how it should be laid out. And then they go do the work. And 10 minutes before the big meeting or before the proposal is sent, you decide the font is wrong. Or the color scheme doesn't quite match your personal aesthetic. Or maybe you decide that they need to restructure the whole damn thing. No, you're not hovering. You're just ensuring quality. At the last possible minute. After they've already invested all that time. Or maybe you're the other type of person who says they're not a micromanager. They're the one who says, I should delegate more. In my work as an executive coach, I hear that line constantly. When you say you should delegate more, what I now hear is, I don't trust other people to do it my way, so I'm going to keep doing it myself, even though I know I shouldn't. But I'll complain about it to make myself feel better. And you probably know when you hold on to the work that should be delegated, you become the bottleneck. You're probably drowning in either missed deadlines, unanswered emails, or failure to respond to things while your team sits out there fuming in frustration that you don't just let them do their damn job. But you're not micromanaging. Hell no, not you. You're just being responsible. After all, you're the only one who can do it correctly, so you're the only one that should do it. Obviously. Hey, it's probably time we talked about what detail-oriented actually means in your case. Here's the translation I use. It means nothing they do will ever be good enough, so they stop trying. It means they bring you ideas and you don't listen to them, so they stop bringing you ideas. It means they've learned to wait for you to tell them what to do because you just redo anything they do on their own anyway. But sure, you have high standards, and that's the problem. Not the fact that you won't let anyone else get a chance to meet those standards. You say your controlling behavior is about quality. You tell me it's about doing things right. And I'm telling you, you're wrong. It's not. It's about fear. Maybe you have a fear that if they mess up, you'll look bad. Or a fear their work won't be as good as yours. Maybe you have a fear of the conflict that comes when you actually have to give feedback instead of just fixing it yourself. Now, this all becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You see, because you don't trust others, you become more controlling. And because you are controlling, their performance goes to hell. And that poor performance proves you were right in the first place not to trust them, which justifies you being more controlling. But I get it. You don't have fear. You're just careful. You're just overly professional. You're all those other words that sound a lot better than terrified. So no, you're not a micromanager. You're just detailed, responsible, and all those other things you tell yourself to help you sleep at night. Except nothing they do is ever good enough. Except they've stopped trying because what's the point? And you know they're whispering about you while you're sitting there drowning in work. So the question isn't whether you have high standards, because we both know you do. The question is whether you're building a team that can meet those standards without you, or are you building a team that can't function because of you? You're not detail-oriented. You're a micromanager, my friend. And the only person here who doesn't see it is you. I put on free leadership diagnostic workshops that help you identify all the patterns holding you back. The link is down below, or you could go to my website, thebestleadershipcompany.com. I appreciate you being here, whether or not you're a micromanager. I hope you have a great week. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.